It's a historic day in Kansas City as the KC Current opened their new stadium along the Missouri River. CPKC Stadium, the first stadium built for a women's professional sports team in the world, is ready for the spotlight.
On our opening day, we need to see a teal from Kansas City. Kansas City needs to show the world how much they support this team.
Fans are feeling the buzz about the city. The excitement for the Current building to a tidal wave. Kansas City is sure to make a splash in the history books today. Our countdown to kickoff for the KC Current starts right now.
Oh, if that didn't get you pumped up, I don't know what will. We are now less than an hour away from kickoff at CPKC Stadium. The Kansas City Current and the Portland Thorns. Live look from News Chopper 9 over the stadium. It's the first game inside the first of its kind stadium built for a professional women's sports team. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I'm Matt Evans. This is our Countdown to Kickoff special. We're getting you ready for history about to be made at the new home of the Kansas City Current. We have all the excitement all morning long for you. Let's send it out to KMBC 9's Jamie Weiss live at the stadium. Jamie, you've been there since early this morning. What's the atmosphere like now that we're an hour away from kickoff?
Oh my goodness, I cannot believe we are finally here. It is match day, the home opener for the Kansas City Current at their brand new home, CPKC Stadium. The energy has just been electric. Since the sun rose this morning, we saw a line of fans gathered here along the riverfront just to get inside this stadium here, CPKC. And what's crazy is we had folks here as early as the sunrise waiting to get in. The second those gates open at 10 a.m., mad rush to get inside. We are still seeing fans getting off the shuttle, continuing on their walk to get here. And as excited as the fans and the community are to be here at this stadium, it's really the Kansas City Current players who are so excited to take the pitch here at their new home.
They're not going to not allow us to use the stadium anymore. It's ours. So just kind of that stability that women's sports and women's soccer hasn't had. So to have that stability, and as little girls can kind of grow up and say, hey, this is going to be here. I can do this. I can be, on that field someday, in that locker room someday. Just that stability is really huge.
I think I'm hyped. Like, my heartbeat's going up for it. You should be excited. Fans are going to be there because you didn't get fans in Houston, and we got fans here. So, we'll have the fans for sure.
It's cool that this team is not like a little sister to anyone else. Like, we're the focus. Like, this is where the energy and the resources are going to. I think like all of us have been in environments where we're maybe the second thought, and it's really cool to be in an environment where it's like, okay, no, we're investing in you guys. We believe in you guys. Like, you're our first thought, and yeah, it's really cool to be a part of something like this.
So let's talk about the timeline it took to get here to this point. The groundbreaking for CPKC Stadium happened October of 2022. That's when they officially broke ground on CPKC Stadium. And then crews began laying down the pitch last August. That playing surface has been perfectly maintained since it was installed, complete with grow lights and so much more to make sure it is pristine for play. The very first seat was installed on November 1st of last year, a single teal seat put into place. Now there's more than 11,000 of those teal seats inside of this stadium, and crews put on the finishing touches, including paving the parking lots in recent weeks, and now it is finally ready for game day. So parking lots, let's talk about that for a second, because parking has been a hot button issue for the last month when it comes to game day here at CPKC Stadium. Price tags for these parking spots have been pretty pricey, and it's caused a lot of controversy. Season ticket members were pretty shocked when they found out a parking pass was going to cost $50 plus tax for each parking pass, and that quickly adds up. Parking was free at Children's Mercy Park, so fans we talked to had sticker shock when it came to parking prices.
My first thought was one of shock. Wow, that's much pricier than I thought that it was going to be.
I don't like the idea of going and parking on a gravel parking lot knowing that I'm paying $50 to $65 for it, and then I'm also paying for a car wash, and then hopefully I'm not getting chips in my paint.
The Current's been all about sustainability, so I think that this will encourage people to carpool, and at the same time there's only so much space at the riverfront.
And that is exactly what happened. The Current rolled out some sustainability solutions for that parking problem. The Current is offering a shuttle from the River Market to CPKC Stadium. They also recommend using public transportation and services like Iris to use rideshare on demand. The KCATA bus line, you can walk or even bike to the stadium. And Here's another thing to keep in mind. Fans were not able to do a Kansas City tradition, tailgate. Tailgating was not allowed leading up to this first game here. So parking space is limited. That's part of why tailgating is not going to be allowed. But fans have adapted. They even took part in a walking tailgate. We saw lots of folks walking here to CPKC Stadium just to try to keep the energy high before the game. And despite all the parking problems that we've been talking about in the month leading up to this game, fans are still so excited for this new season. And as Len Jennings shows us, there are some new faces returning to this season.
The Kansas City Current finished second to last in the National Women's Soccer League standings last season. They failed to make the playoffs a year after making it to the championship game. So a new stadium is not the only thing that's new with this team. They have a new head coach. Vlatko Ananovsky used to coach for the U.S. women's national team as well as FC Kansas City, where he won 2 league championships. Several new players have joined the roster. 2 players to watch out for are Temwa Chawinga and Nichelle Prince, 2 players who have a knack at scoring goals.
One of the things that impressed me the most, the approach of the players and how dedicated and committed they have been to everything that we're doing. Great mentality, great attitude, the work rate and effort that they put in was amazing.
The 2 trips that we took, like going to California and IMG, I think gave us a lot of time to be together and bond, because I feel like when you're home you kind of have your own life outside of soccer. So it was good for us to go on these 2 trips and get to know everyone, and obviously the stadium is bringing us all together too, because we're all hyped about that.
As the team takes the pitch this afternoon, there will be some familiar faces as well, including Dabinia, who led the Current in scoring last season with 9 goals.
So not only is the energy infectious out here, but it feels pretty amazing. The sun is shining, beautiful day. But Katie Horner, let's talk about the forecast, because it is windy here on the riverfront, so a lot colder than I think I was expecting.
Well, that wind is blowing right over the Missouri River, so that will give you that chill. And you can see we have clear skies above Kansas City right now. It is 59 with a west wind at 14 miles an hour right now. It is 60 in Chillicothe, 54 in Liberty, 58 in Olathe, but upper 50s near the stadium right now. Here's a look at the wind speeds, sustained at 15. We've been keeping an eye on any wind gusts, and you can see that those have increased today. They're even stronger across northern Missouri, with Trenton reporting a 30-mile-an-hour wind gust right now. And that wind is going to work its way down to the stadium during the match. So expect it to get windier if you're going to be out there. 67 will be our high temperature today. So here's the forecast for the first game at the Women's Stadium in the world here in KC. 62 degrees at kickoff, 65 degrees in the second half. Jamie?
Oh, Katie, that sounds perfect. Thank you so much. And we are just so happy to be out here bringing you this pregame coverage leading up to this historic, or should I say, HerStory day. We continue to see fans making their way to the front entry gates. Be sure to stick with us, because when we come back ahead on our Countdown to Kickoff special, we are taking a look inside the history of women's soccer here in Kansas City. And CPKC Stadium is going to have a lot of amazing firsts today. But the first yes to forever, it's already happened here. The 2 fans that are making sure that this historic stadium is a part of their lifelong history. We are a little more than 40 minutes away from kickoff here at CPKC Stadium, the first stadium in the world built for a women's professional sports team. It sits along the Missouri River, and the excitement for the Current is definitely flowing today. And we know that the Current are making history with this brand new stadium built by women for women, but the path to get here took longer than some people thought it should.
Kansas City has a rich history of sports teams, filled with titles, heartache, and new beginnings. Drawing strength from the mighty Missouri, the Kansas City Current is making waves.
Nice, go, 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 go!
Opening the first stadium ever built for a professional women's sports team. It's a once-in-a-lifetime moment for fans who've been through it all.
So I did not even know that there was a professional women's team in the Kansas City area.
The original club went by FC Kansas City. They struggled to find a home base, eventually moving out of state in 2017.
It felt like Kansas City had let the players down to me, and that was a big loss.
Women's soccer returned to town in 2021 with a new name, new ownership, and a new look. Still, their home was just temporary until now. See the final goodbye to Children's Mercy Park.
Of course, the next home game will be in the team's new state-of-the-art Riverfront Stadium.
And the battles fought to make it here.
The fact that I live here and this is happening here is just remarkable. It's beyond my wildest dreams.
On KMBC 9 Chronicle, a pitch fit for a queen.
We invite you to join us to watch this history in the making unfold with our KMBC 9 Chronicle, a pitch fit for a queen. Join us on KMBC 9 on April 10th at 9 p.m. We can't wait to bring you along this journey that has been years in the making. So when it comes to the history being made here at CPKC Stadium, for one couple, CPKC Stadium is going to hold a really special place in their hearts for one reason, and that's because it's where they got engaged. Yes, we have already had a proposal here at CPKC Stadium. Laura Woodward and Jen Perkins, they had their first date last summer during KC Current Pride Night. And when they got the chance to see this brand new stadium, get to see their seats as season ticket members, well, they jumped at the chance. And Laura just knew that it was the perfect place to take their relationship to the next level.
That was crazy. I wanted, everybody was sharing their day, like seeing CPKC for the first time. And I'm like, well, I was really excited to see our seats and see it. But then this other thing happened that I think is pretty cool. So I just, couldn't leave that part out of our day, obviously. So we just got really lucky because there were people passing by that just started taking pictures. Otherwise, it was just a moment between us. I think we kind of got the best of both worlds.
And they truly did, because these pictures went viral online, shared amidst the season ticket member social page, shared on Twitter, on X, on Instagram. And again, this is the first proposal at CPKC Stadium, considering the stadium officially opens to the public today. But the pair tell me that they look forward to watching the game today with their family. So we are so excited for them. Congratulations. Again, they get to watch the game in less than an hour. And we know that CPKC Stadium has a special place in the hearts for so many, including the players and including so many athletes. And on the wall, when the players get to walk down to the pitch, is a really special message. It is the words of Title IX. Take a look at this video we got to share. The Current have the words of Title IX on that wall just outside their locker room. And a reminder that Title IX is the law that prohibits sex-based discrimination in any school or education program. It's something that means a lot with the Current.
I hope they realize the historical significance of this stadium and that it is changing women's sports and it's changing the game for future generations. And kids like my daughter, who's 3, won't know anything different because Title IX is there. So a little bit emotional, but I think it's an incredible point of context for everyone, whether you're 3 years old or whether you're 90, being a part of history and seeing how women's sports have gone from different generations of not knowing if you're going to be able to play sports to now knowing nothing different than having your own facilities is pretty amazing.
And some of the co-owners of the Kansas City Current, Chris and Angie Long, they tell us that when they were creating this historic stadium, they had inclusivity in mind, and they wanted everyone to be a part of this special game day and enjoy every game day. The farthest seat away from the pitch is 94 feet. There are no peanuts in the stadium, so anyone with a food allergy will not be exposed. There are also gluten-free options for those with dietary restrictions. And the Current are also honoring the life and legacy of a little girl who pushed for inclusivity and accessibility at the stadium. This pink seat is named in honor of Olivia Bloomfield. She championed the construction of inclusive playgrounds in KC and beyond. Sadly, she passed away in 2022, but the Olivia Bloomfield Legacy Seating Area is just one way to honor her work and showcase the work of others just like her.
That this is a place that is inclusive to all, that we have set it up where there's all sorts of different experiences you can have here, and everyone interacts with a stadium differently, and everyone interacts with food and beverage differently. And so we want people to know that they have a place at this stadium and that we want them to come out and experience it.
And 10-year-old Caden Griffith, he is going to be the first honoree getting to sit in that pink seat today. He started a food pantry and clothing closet at his school, so it's going to be great to get to see him out there supporting this morning, and the game kicks off. And now I want you to notice, in the distance behind me, you probably see some teal pillars as folks are walking in and making their way in. Well, what's really cool about this new stadium is there is brand new technology to help fans make their way in easily to the stadium. It uses AI technology, and I got a close-up look at how it all works.
It's really our vision to create the best fan experience here.
It begins with state-of-the-art technology, more specifically, artificial intelligence.
We don't need human intervention anymore. We can use technology. And so we can make the entry process a frictionless process and get people into the stadium very easily.
AI will soon be scanning for weapons or items not allowed inside CPKC Stadium. When it comes to these devices, the company behind them says the AI is constantly learning.
Artificial intelligence, or AI, is all the hype and all the buzz these days, no doubt about it. What AI does is humans are very good at getting 2 or 3 pieces of data and making a judgment call. AI is very good at looking at tens of thousands of pieces of data and correlating that very quickly to identify information. And in our case, it's looking at all sorts of characteristics of items. What does a cell phone look like? What are the metals in it? What are the densities or the properties of it and things like that, and be able to say, this is a cell phone and this is a knife. Now, you have to train these systems to be able to accurately say, this is a cell phone and this is a knife.
The first game day should be a breeze.
There's just be a lane with 2 devices on the side of you, and you'll just walk right on through. And if we need to do a secondary screen, then we'll pull you aside and do a secondary screen. But the vast majority of the people are just going to walk right in.
CPKC Stadium is making sure everyone can enjoy the traditions of going to a game. Stadium food, why it's not just hot dogs and hamburgers at this stadium, and how sales for today's food and drinks are going to do good beyond the stadium. Welcome back. Let's talk food here at CPKC Stadium because they are making inclusion a big piece of it. There are several options for fans with dietary restrictions. You can also find several local restaurants here inside the stadium, from Q39 to Waldo Thai to Billy's Grocery and Local Pig. It's just a way to highlight all that KC has to offer with their fans.
Everyone is going to see something like they've never seen before. It's kind of a growing revolution evolution in stadiums to move towards these restaurant partners, and we are doing something that no one's ever seen in Kansas City. You see it in other cities popping up, but this is very, very unique. There's no other sports team that will have a spread like this locally.
And if you are going out to the game today, we want to let you know your food purchases will go to a good cause. A portion of sales from concessions will go toward the United Way of Greater Kansas City's KC Strong Fund. That fund was created after the shooting, after the Chiefs parade and rally last month. And right now, that fund has raised almost $1.5 million for the victims and the families of that shooting. So again, let's get back to the food, because that is probably my favorite part of coming to any sporting event. And Matt, let me tell you, the food here at CPKC Stadium, top notch. I got a chance to test out some of the food during our media day last week, and I can promise you it is all really good, whether it's just getting a really great local hot dog or even some of the vegan options. I enjoyed every little piece of it.
You know, I think the food is what's going to elevate this too, because you mentioned all those local things. I mean, you go out there, you watch a good soccer game, you have a good lunch. I mean, what's not to love about it, right?
What's not to love? And I will say, they do still have the staples. You can still get your popcorn.
Sure.
They've got ice cream, their Dippin' Dots. But what is special is you get to help support so many local businesses. And even some of the owners of these local businesses are out here not working at their restaurants, but working here at the stadium on game day so they can help be a part of it. And Matt, we can't wait to bring you along.
Yeah, certainly a stadium that is uniquely Kansas City. Jamie, thank you. This week, the Big 12 announced that the stadium that there will be will soon be home to the Women's Big 12 Championship Tournament as well. Big 12 Commissioner Brent Yormark made that announcement. That move comes as the Big 12 extended the men's and women's basketball championships in Kansas City through 2031. Bringing another championship to the Kansas City area shows the impact that CPKC Stadium and the Current have had around the country.
We are excited to show and showcase what it means to have elevated facilities such that these women athletes get the proper treatment that they deserve and see what is possible with respect to having facilities built specifically for them. And we cannot wait to host them in 24-25.
Certainly feels like anything is possible today. We are now just 35 minutes away from kickoff at CPKC Stadium. Another live look from News Chopper 9 over the Berkeley Riverfront area, and you can certainly see the teams are down on the field. They're warming up. We're getting you warmed up for the game, too. Stay with us for our Countdown to Kickoff special as it continues next.
Today is an historic day for not only Kansas City, but women's sports and equality.
Yeah, but it wasn't something that just happened overnight. It's been years in the making, and we've been following along with the push to make this groundbreaking day happen. Our KMBC 9 Chronicle, A Pitch Fit for a Queen, goes behind the scenes to show you everything that went into making the dream of the stadium a reality. We talked to some of the women who helped build CPKC Stadium.
And we also take a look at the community impact that's bringing the current buzz to new levels and so much more. It's been a joy to get to meet so many members of our community who have found forever friends in just supporting this team together.
Yeah, and we've really felt their passion in being able to get to know them. It's been fun to interview little players, young girls in particular, who may not quite grasp just how momentous this moment is, because in their eyes, maybe women have always been equal. You know, they haven't seen some of the disparities that some of us have. Speaking of, it's been neat to see this through the eyes of arguably the most accomplished female soccer player in the world. That's Michelle Akers. So she talks about what this means to her. She's not playing now, of course, but just what it means to her and everything that she has gone through to see this moment.
And to get to this point, and this is just the tip of the iceberg of what you'll be able to see.
All right, you can watch our Chronicle, A Pitch Fit for a Queen, Wednesday, April 10th at 9 p.m. right here on KMBC.
Thanks for watching. We'll have highlights at 5 and 6.